Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Force here, and today we will be taking a look at 40 minutes of gameplay in Giana Sisters Twisted Dreams. This is a 2D platformer that was developed by Black Force Games. Twisted Dreams met its funding through Kickstarter, and then after going through the Steam Greenlight program, was released for PC on October 23rd. It is going to get a PSN and Xbox Live release as well sometime in the future, although no date has been set as of now. Once again, here in this video, we will be looking at 40 minutes of gameplay for the PC version. We will specifically be taking a look at the adventure game mode. This is the default game mode, and in completing it, you unlock the additional modes in the game. Beyond adventure, there is a score attack where you must try to accumulate as high a score as possible by collecting gems and killing enemies. There is also a time attack mode where you can ignore gems and enemies and just try to finish the level as fast as possible. There is then a hardcore mode with no checkpoints, which means if you die, you start all the way back at the beginning of the level. And then there's an uber hardcore mode where if you die, you start from level 1. Yes, that sounds painful indeed. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the adventure mode in Giana Sisters Twisted Dreams. All right, we'll be starting this video off at the very beginning, Chapter 1, Part 1, Mysterious Meadows. Cute little loading screen here, and then we get dumped into the world, and then we can start taking a look at the game. So, once again, this is a 2D platformer. All of the basics apply. You will be moving left to right, you will be jumping, and you will be standing on platforms, collecting gems as well, as you can see here. Movement is done with the arrow keys. That gem that I just collected, that big purple gem, actually sort of gives you an extra life. You notice that little haze around me right now, that little glow? That means that I can get hit once before I actually get hit and die. So this allows me to take an extra hit, essentially. Let's go around and collect our gems. Collect those big gems allows you to unlock artwork. And we're gonna jump on some baddies' heads just like this. Drop our way back down. And then we get introduced to what makes this game interesting. Your second form, the second world, switching between the sisters here in Giana Sisters Twisted Dreams, is what actually makes this sort of a pretty entertaining 2D platformer. So this giant dude just ate, and then he's got gas, and then he leaves. I don't know what the purpose of that was at all, but now we're finally introduced to the ability to switch forms, and here we go. We're going to do that with A, and this allows me to switch between the two sisters. Now notice the drastic difference. A couple of things here. Obviously, for one, the world changes from a dark and dreary world that we see here to a very colorful, illuminated world. We've got candy canes that turn into dead trees with lanterns. We've got a tree stump that turns into a gravestone and candle. Like, very, very different worlds when you switch between these two. And you can do this at any point as you make your way through the game. You can just consistently switch between the two. Beyond the visual distinction, there is also a change to the world itself. This once defunct bridge now turns into a fully working bridge, and this closed off path now becomes wide open. Also, this little area extends, allowing you to continue to move. Huge, huge differences. Beyond that, there's also a difference in the way these two function. They both have their special abilities. This particular character has the ability to charge. Little fireball charge here. The other one has got the ability to spin around. Look at that little cute spin. So we're going to use that spin, activate it to get our way down here, collect these gems by chilling out right here. I'm going to go down to this, and then, oh, look at all these. Yes, gem collection indeed. Now we're going to make our way up here. We can go ahead and do our charge ability. And I'm sorry, I didn't even mention how these are activated. So A is the ability to switch between the two, S is the ability to do this little spin, and D is the ability to charge. So as you play this game, you will be using A, S, and D to switch and use the abilities, as well as the arrow keys. And that is how you play Giana Sisters Twisted Dreams. There's really no more to it in terms of the things that you're actually physically capable of doing in this game. That is all the control you need. Those are all the things you need to know. Now, where this game gets difficult and actually becomes worthwhile is in its difficulty, because as you progress through the game, it's hard. It's hard and fast-paced. Grueling could be even a word that you use. Notice the gems that aren't available in one form but are in another. So if you want to collect all the gems, then it is required that you switch between the two. Go ahead and get this one right here, collect all of these gems, make our way across. There we go. Now we need to switch forms. I'm going to go ahead and just do that and charge into that guy like that. Just charge into that guy. The charge allows you to take out enemies as long as you hit them mid-charge, not at the end of the charge. If you try to get them at the end of the charge, you will just die. No, Switch back there. There we go. Switch between these. So constant switching back and forth. You know, when I first heard about this game, I said, that sounds nauseating, but it's not so nauseating, and it's actually really cool. And I also really like the way that the worlds fade in and out, the way that they bounce in and out almost. Notice that little sort of elastic feel as you switch between these two, and the worlds jump from one happy, shiny world to the dark and dreary world. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And then also the musical change. I mean, how can you not note that and think that that's kind of neat as well? All right, let's go ahead and do this right here, and then we're going to switch forms to her. Just like this. Then we're going to switch forms back to get those gems right there and continue to do the same over and over and over again. And that is level number 1. Level finished. I got all of the gems in the level, 392 of 392. Also collected all the stars, 0 deaths, giving me a couple more stars. Oh, what a beautiful finish to that level. Let's go ahead and check out now level number 2, Whirlwind Forest. And here we are. And you know, whenever I start a level, I immediately go like, what does it look like flipped around? It's such an engaging mechanic to have in a game, switching between these two worlds. And here's something else you can do, which I haven't mentioned yet. While I'm in an ability, I can switch forms. So I can charge, and then while charging, I can switch back. And then also I can float and then switch as well while floating. Even though you can't float from this form straight, if I try to float from this form with S, it'll immediately switch me back into the other sister. But while you're mid doing that ability, you can switch between the two. So if there are gems that you can only collect, and that is a mechanic that will come into play. It wasn't necessary at all there, but you will certainly see that come into play in the future. All right. Oopsie daisy. A little bit of a mistake there. Let's go ahead and make our way back up and show you this right here. Okay, so there we go. All the way across, and then we switch like that to collect the red ones, and there you go. That's exactly the type of situation that I was talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and get these right here, and then take out this guy down here. Let's talk about the art style, the visuals. Very reminiscent for me of Trine and Trine 2, of course, and that is a compliment because I think that those games look beautiful. We're now introduced to another mechanic, the ability to wall bounce with the charge. So we just run up to this and we do our charge with D, and then we wall bounce, just like that. Pretty simple. All right, so we picked up that little star there, which gives me essentially an extra health. Let's switch between the forms. If you see something and you're like, this doesn't look like it's working as it should, switch forms, see what happens. This is what happens. You've got the ability to go there. Now, before I go there, though, I would like to just grab that. There we go. And then we'll switch back and make our way back up. Now, I'd like to talk to you guys a little bit about the history of Giana Sisters, because this is, I'm not sure if I've said it yet, but this is actually the 3rd installment in the Giana Sisters franchise, or series, if you would. If you haven't heard of the other Giana Sisters games, well, it's probably for a good reason. The original Giana Sisters, titled The Great Giana Sisters, let me see if there's anything up here, there is. The Great Giana Sisters, can't get up there. I can't do this and then switch to spin. I can't do that. I'm spamming S. So I can hit S like this. Great. I can hit S like this. I can try to go up. Can't do that. And then I can, I can't use them both back to back like that. So I can't charge and then float. Can't do it. Only once I land again can I do it again. It's not an option here. I'm trying, but I can't do it. I can switch forms, but I can't do the second ability. So that's too bad. Let's go ahead and go this way. All right, so let's talk about the original Giana Sisters. The original Giana Sisters, released in 1987, was a direct copy of the original Super Mario Bros. And you might say, Forrest, that's a little harsh. What do you mean it's a direct copy? How can you say something like that? Well, it is so much so a direct copy that Nintendo threatened legal action and actually had the game pulled from shelves. So the original Giana Sisters came to Commodore 64, Amiga, and Atari ST, and then after Nintendo said, hey, we're going to sue you because you are ripping off Super Mario Bros., they pulled the game. Now, a second game, a follow-up game, Giana Sisters 2, was planned for release. That was actually just not, it didn't go through. It didn't make it past development in its original state because, once again, threat from Nintendo of legal action for basically copying their Super Mario franchise prevented that from happening. Now, what they then did is that they reworked the game completely, and they also changed its name I can't think of what the exact name is. I think it was Hard and Heavy. Yes, I believe that was the name that they ended up changing it to. So they changed the name of the game, completely reworked the art style and a lot of the game's mechanics, and then in doing all of that, they were eventually able to release it under Hard and Heavy. And then lastly, there was also a DS version of this game, as well as one that came to mobile devices of the original game. So this is like the really first like real full-on release, because there's been so many issues with prior Giana Sisters games. And I really like what this is, and this is so far removed from what they originally did. Look up the original Giana Sisters. You will see it's not coincidence that they went through all those, they had all those issues, because it is clearly copying the original Super Mario Bros. I mean, without question. It's a known fact, I guess you'll call it. I don't know. Infamous is a good word to call the original Giana Sisters. All right, let's make our way back up and continue along this way. There we go. And that is completing level 2. So these first few levels here, you might be looking at this and thinking, this looks really, really simple, really basic. And it is simply because it's early on. As we make our way and continue to progress through the game, it will get more difficult. I mean, this game is known for being a challenge. Let's go ahead and do this, and then I'm going to switch forms like that. And see, okay, so we get just some water stuff down here. Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing is what we'll do here. There we go. Great. Anything up here? Always like to check behind me here in this type of game. Because you never know, you never know. Oh, look, I saw some stuff back there. Let's see if we can go get that. Okay. There we go. Let me make my way up here. Okay. Here we go. Watch this. Ready? Damn it. Grab this and all of those gems. Excellent. And then we go back across, and we can swim. So I'll do that. Just to collect some more gems. Now you don't necessarily, I mean, getting the gems, not getting the gems isn't going to be the end of the world. You can progress the game and do it, but why play this type of game if you're not going to go for that stuff? Now, that's not to say that I'm going to spend all my time going crazy to get gems here in this video, because for the sake of the video, I'd just like to show you as much in terms of the content as possible. But if you're actually playing it, like if I was playing this just in my own free time, I'd definitely go nuts to try to get everything. Make sure. Completionist attitude is good for a game like this. And go up here, excellent. And oop, do that. There we go, there we go. You can see already things getting a little more interesting. Now, this one right here, these will raise and lower depending on the form that you're in. Or the, I guess the sister that you're in, technically. Because it is switching between the two sisters. That's the gimmick here. That's the idea with that. Okay, let's get that. Oopsie daisy, holy heck. So I lost my shield there. That means if I get hit again, that is a death for me. And I did see some stuff back here, so why don't we go ahead and give that a look. There we go. Cool. Remember, we can switch while still floating, if we so desire. And there is new gallery artwork. So whenever you collect one of those, that is what you unlock. I don't really care about that stuff whatsoever, I'm not gonna lie, but again, for those who do, great. That's awesome, how exciting. Artwork, woohoo! All right, can I go up here? Yeah, I can. Smash through some of these rocks, smash through this. Oopsie daisy. Let's go ahead and bounce. And again. Always check up, guys. Come on, you're playing a platformer. Why wouldn't you? Oh, geez, can't. See, so I can't go from this into floating. I cannot do it. But if I'm in one sister, I can still switch between the two, and it'll still work like that. Okay, there we go. Let's check this one up here. Aha, artwork. The only reason it's not saying new artwork collected is because I have played through this already, and I've already collected that. But whenever you find one that you haven't before, it'll say, "Da-ding, new artwork collected, congratulations." So yeah, after some time with this game, and you're gonna once again see a full 40 minutes here, I'll Try to make sure that we get that much done. It's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty fun. Not too shabby. All right, so I'm dropping the water with what I'm doing here. Oh, never mind. Oh no. Am I gonna drown or can I just do this? It's like I can just do this. And is this bustable? There we go, nice. And then we just make our way up. Whoop-de-doo! I love how they set that up. I was intended to walk right onto that guy. I go between these two, switch back is gonna move me over. So these ones with the lights on them, with the little crystals on them, this is the one that you can dictate how it moves. The one without them go under their own volition. And that is that. Level finished. And after seeing the first few levels, I'm gonna actually show you how long the game is based on, this is an assumption based on the length that these levels are taking, the length of time that these levels are taking, and the total number of levels available. So I'll let you judge whether or not that's a fair assessment, but I think it seems fair enough. Oh, I think I missed all that stuff up there. Oh well. Can I go back? Might be able to. No, it's just gonna kick me right back down. Alright, that's fine. Whatever. Just collect whatever, get this thing, I don't care. Is there gonna be something that comes down here? Yeah, there is. Well, I think that's one of the independent ones, yeah, because that doesn't look to be dictated by what form I'm in. And then we go right. Collect a checkpoint, which is what that is. And we can switch between these two. Get all of our gems. And go over here. What do you guys think? Art style? Cool, you like it? Spiky guys, gotta be careful for, no matter what form you're in, they are spiky and they are painful, so can't walk into those guys. You can get those big tubbies here, though. There it is. Oh no! Luckily I had a life remaining. I'm just gonna go over here. Jump on these big dudes. I feel like there's a lot more control in the gliding form for sure, but I also like the ability to just charge into people to take them out, you know? Can't really complain about that. Whoopsie daisy. Balloons. Oh, I missed all that stuff. You serious? Ugh. Whatever. Whatever. Now we're gonna see if we can bounce this guy back here. Switching forms, yes. So yeah, I mean, it is pretty simplistic. I will say that, and I could see some people wouldn't like it for that reason. I could see that, but I'm still enjoying it. I am definitely enjoying it. I think especially too as we progress through the game. I heart you, aww. Especially as you progress through the game and you do see that it does get more difficult. It gets pretty intense in terms of what's expected of you. Just switch there to bounce in between. Get ourselves another little shield there and that purple heart. And this one brings us to spikes. No, thank you. Now we can duck down, but all that really does is, I guess it really only helps you in those situations, which you specifically saw there. Let's go this way. Okay. Oh crap. Missed that one back there. Oh well, whatever. Nope. There, that's nice. And then we can switch. Oh, switch back. I wasn't paying attention. I was actually looking at that cute tree in the background. Yeah, I'm serious. Buddy. Oh, buddy. All right, switch between, switch between, switch between, switch between. Ooh! Almost missed that last one there. And here we are. Almost finished with the first chapter. So in the first chapter here, there's a total of 6 missions. We have completed up to number 5 right now. And then beyond that, I just want to show you the rest here. In chapter number 2, and that goes all the way through to up to 7 missions. And then chapter 3 goes all the way through to 9 missions. And then after that, there is one final level. And then that is the game. You know, it may not seem like too much, but considering all the different various modes that are available in this game, just going back here quickly, besides the adventure, again, there's the score attack, time attack, hardcore, and uber hardcore. I think that'll certainly add a lot of longevity to the game. But let's go ahead and go into the first one from 4, now on to number 5, which is Beak Castle. Alrighty, here, nice little setting. Let's go ahead and switch up just to see the alternative. I always like to switch just to see the alternative world. I just think it's so neat, so nifty. Oh God, this looks dangerous. Careful, Giana Sisters. Please be careful. All right. Ooh, there's something up there. Let's see what it is. Anything? Ooh, something up there. Is this anything? What the heck? What's the point of going up there? Is it literally absolutely nothing? Oh, never mind. That is not nothing. That is something. That is a lot of something. Wow, awesome. That's exciting. And I guess we can go back down here. Okay. What does that do? Where am I going? What is going on? Look at all these shenanigans. That's so funny. That was awesome. All right, sweet. Always look. You see what I'm saying, guys? You always gotta look. You never know. Because you never know. For example, I'm gonna look down here. Is there anything down here? No, there's nothing. I guess that's why you don't always look, but how about you look most of the time? That's our new rule. Don't always look, look most of the time. Look a majority of the time. Oh, look at this nice panoramic, scenoramic, no, that's not a word. Look at this nice view. I'm just gonna say that. Let's keep it nice and simple, huh? Keep it simple, stupid. KISS, that's the acronym, yeah? All right, being silly here. I like this castle setting. I think this is neat. I enjoy the setting in the castle. Let's go ahead and move that brick, or that box, as it were. Get our little replenish life there, and we got something going on over here. Let's see what that's all about. Let's see if I can make it across. There we go, and then we'll switch up. Switch between the cutesy music and the rockin' music. It's just so cool. The switch between the two worlds is so cool to me. I don't know what it is, guys. Oh, that's not cool. That was the opposite of cool. What's the opposite of cool? I don't know, me? Am I the opposite of cool? No, I am the pinnacle of cool. Thank you very much. All right, let's stop talking about that and get our butts back up here. I wonder if I'm gonna have to go through all of that again to get the, I imagine that it's still, I still have it, but I could be imagining wrong, so. Yeah, I still had it. All right, whatever. Whatever, no big deal, regardless. Ooh, hello. Alright, so it looks like there's a few ways that we can do this. Looks like they're both occurring up there, though. So those random signs you'll get throughout the course of this game, just sort of like a little directional thing. You know, a little bit of tips and hints as to what you should be doing. I know as much that here I'm supposed to be switching between these two. One thing I want to check, though, before I drop down there. Is there anything at all up here? No? Alright. Better safe than sorry, right? Alright, let's go ahead and drop this down. And we can just go back and forth to make sure that we're getting everything here. And then we'll go like this. And then I'll go like that. And we will get that thing. And let's go left first. How's that sound? Sound good? Alright. Let's see what's up here. Can I switch this? There we go. Nice. Ooh, a little question mark. I wonder. I wonder what the question mark stands for. Is that what I'm supposed to wonder? Is that all that this room was? Is there anything else? Nope. Those bricks up there, it doesn't look like I can reach them. I might have had to use that guy. So when you hit a guy, you propel. And so I fully expect that to be a thing in this game. That you're gonna be required to propel off of a guy to launch yourself up like that, as you saw happen there. And let me check over here first too. Here we go. This is gonna be a little ricochet action, just like this. And we'll go back and do it this way. Whoopsie, whoopsie. You guys know what that's from, right? You disappoint me as gamers if you don't. Oh, you don't care? You don't care if I'm disappointed in you? Well then, that's a story for another day. How do I get through there? All right, so switching is not lifting up this fence, so I do not know how to get in there. Well, I'm befuddled. Clear all the bricks. Is that gonna do it? Does that do anything? Does that change anything? No, not at all. Not quite certain. And I am not going to concern myself with it. So, I think I said this earlier. I'm not going to be too oh, damn it. I'm not going to be too concerned if I can't get absolutely every single thing here. For the sake of this video, I don't think it's worth you guys having to watch me pull my hair out, trying to figure things out. As simple as it may be for you to figure out, genius. But I just have to throw that. Oh my lord! What? Oh, I switched and these things turned into piranhas. That is horrible. I'll keep them these friendly turtles as. Wow, damn it! I'll keep them these friendly turtles as opposed to their evil piranha alter egos. Oh gosh, let's go up here and like that. That was horrendous. I switched forms and they switched forms all right. They went from good to super evil. There we go. Let me check over here. What's this thing? Alrighty. So you can ricochet off of walls, which is awesome. Just for the coolness factor. And get that guy. Ooh, look at this thing, huh? Is it gonna keep spewing things out? Nope. Maybe I wasn't supposed to take the center block, huh? Oh, damn it, I screwed that up. Whatever. Whatever. Grab this thing here. In the middle. Switch to get that. That goes over there. I'll get this thing over here. Ooh, nice little protection. And then I lose a protection immediately after. As such, nullifying the entire point of getting it. And we'll get this thing right here. Now I wonder, should I bring this up here? With this, does this result in anything neat happening? Does this give me the necessary tools to go any further? I don't know that it really did. I think I could have made that jump regardless. Oh, hey-yo, hey-yo. Just a checkpoint, huh? Oh, snap! Charging knights. Okay, so let's look at this here. Let's try to figure things out here. I think I gotta jump up to get that. Oh yeah, that was beautiful. Well, this is an enjoyable experience. I think this game has a lot of really cool things behind it. I think it's definitely worth a look for you fans of platforming games. I only hope that as the game progresses, it does get more difficult. It has its moments, you know. Overall, I wouldn't say it's terribly challenging. I've had some derp times in this, but hey, nice! Look at this thing. A little secret passage here, a whole new world. Different point of view. I'm not gonna go there. We won't go any further with that. Let's get this thing here. Switch it up to get these ones, and then we can go over here and switch it up to get the red ones. I just be collecting gems, it's what I do. I hate those things, especially since they come back to life or whatever. And just listen to this rockin' music, huh? Yeah, buddy. Alright, this will go up. Let me switch here, this will go up. And what are we doing here? Let me get my way up there. Okay, so I think... Come on! Damn it. Try this, we'll try this. We'll see how many tries this takes. Nope, that's not it. All we gotta do is go to that edge. Alright. Just gotta make it over here. Come on, there we go. Nice, nice and easy. Nice and easy, huh? You guys saw how easy that was. Kill that thing and kill this thing. What is this guy doing? Throwing bones at me. Don't you dare. How dare you. Alright, so let's see what this is all about here. Alright, I see what you're doing. And then I switch forms for you to go back. Okay. And I get the things, and I just kind of crouching down here. Looks like I'm gonna have to jump here, do my little spinny. And I don't know that I can. Yeah, it didn't look like I could do that very well. And we're gonna go here. A little ricochet action. Switch it back up. What's going on here? Oh, snap. Snapperoo. I want to try bouncing off all of these guys if I can. So if you get a success, that should not have happened. I thought if you get it like a successful bounce, you can just bounce into the next guy, but evidently not. Look at that. Okay, so that is now I am that much wiser. I really thought that that would have worked out in my favor, but apparently not. You figure if you ricochet off one guy into another guy, that would be, you should be like rewarded for that, right? Doesn't it seem? They would be like, hey, yeah, if you can pull this off, then we'll let you bounce between them. But no, you ricochet off one guy, you hit the next guy immediately, kaput, that's it, you're done. All right, last mission here. Final one of the first chapter here. Number 6 in chapter 1. And as we get this final mission in the first chapter started, why don't we actually go ahead and close things up here with this video. Some final thoughts on Giana Sisters, Twisted Dreams. You know, I really love the art. I like the mechanic. I like the idea of switching between the worlds and not only having it be themed differently, and in fact, to add to that theme, having a different soundtrack play, depending on which way you're viewing the world, but it also just functions differently. You know, there are different things you can do, and the environment changes, and that adds, you know, a sort of an extra dimension to the puzzle solving in this game. And I really like that aspect. I really do. That is part of this game that I can wholeheartedly say that I really, really enjoy. Now, in terms of some of the negative things that people may have when it comes to this title, well, I could certainly see, I just made that guy drop through the floor. I could certainly see people being a little disheartened by just how little you can really do. You know, I've got the spin, and I've got the little dive thing here, and that's it. That's, you know, that is all it is in this game. And let me make my way back down here. But with that said, you know, it's not like we need a major feature set with things like that, because this isn't a combat game. It's a platformer. You know, it's all about the platforming, and to that end, I think the means are taken care of. You know what I mean? I think that what is important in this game, you have the necessary tools to solve these puzzles, and you have that interesting feature set of switching between these two worlds to pick up different gems and to make your way through various obstacles. So I think that while there may not be crazy mechanics, the puzzle solving is taken care of with what you have here in your tool set. I don't feel like there should be more I'm doing in this world. I feel like they covered the bases necessary here. You know, they're not making it so that there aren't so many enemies that I'm frustrated in my lack of combat options. I guess that's basically the point that I'm trying to get across there. But yeah, again, the visuals are awesome. I like the way the world looks. I like that mechanic of switching between the two sisters. And overall, I think that this is fun. I think that the platforming in this game is fun. And hey, man, if you like platformers and you want to play a fun one, then that would mean I would suggest this. I think it's good. I think they did a pretty solid job of this. Let's talk about pricing and all of that. Oh, I almost failed again by going too far. All right, so the game fully priced is $14.99. Currently, there's a 10% discount on Steam. Brings it down to $13.49. Now, once again, this is currently just for the PC. A version for the PS3 and 360 will be coming in the future. They do plan to make a port, although no exact date has been set. So I don't have specifics for you in terms of when that will be happening, but I can tell you it is happening. I think it's also important to note that this is just the first 40 minutes of the game. The game does get significantly harder as you progress. Taking a look at the page for these guys for the game on Steam, or just taking a look at their website as well, that's one of the things they tout about this game, is that it gets hard. Fast-paced, breakneck, high skill levels are kind of how they describe this game. So it's hard to tell that in just the first 40 minutes, but I already see things getting more difficult. Holy hell, what is going on here? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for our first 40 look at Giana Sisters Twisted Dreams, the 2D platformer from Black Forest Game, currently available for the PC via Steam. I like this for a platformer. It's definitely not combat intensive. It's all about, well, platforming, and I guess that's what platformers are meant to do, so there you have it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. As always, if you like the content, please subscribe. Once again, this has been Force, and keep watching and keep owning. Getting my endings screwed up. That'll happen. Take it easy, guys.